Hi YouTube! I just woke up, took a shower. As you can probably tell, my hair is wet. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the office today because I do need to actually print out some more of my freebie leaf stickers that I've been putting in my orders. And then I need to print out some more Black Dahlia stickers. So I figured that I would take you guys with me since that's another thing that I'm doing at the office, and I'm taking you guys on this journey with me, so figured include you guys in that. And I've actually been getting some more sales today. Like, it's not really an explosion of sales, but it was just really cool because it was like back to back. A couple came in. And so I do really need to print out those those leaf freebies now because I'm pretty sure I only have like one left of both. So I need to get some more of those because I do have some orders that I need to fill out. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and head over to the office and start printing those stickers out. Alright, made it over to the office, and I just wanted to show you guys actually that I've done a little bit at the office since my last video, and I'm gonna be posting, I think, at Instagram once it's actually fully done. But I have my second shelf put up, and I've just put a bunch of random stuff up there. And then I'm still organizing my pegboards. As you guys remember, I have these pegboards. I got a couple more bins for over here. I'm gonna get, I think, 3 more over here. And then I have another pegboard that isn't being used right now. That's gonna be going under my window right here, I think, to hold the rest of the stuff that was hanging up above my Cricut, which is like these kind of tools and stuff that my dad got me for hanging things up and in case I need them for, I don't know, something breaks, fixing it, something like that. So I'm gonna end up putting kind of like a little, almost like workshop kind of tool section pegboard right there, so that all of that is not behind my Cricut, because I don't really need any of that stuff over here with my Cricut. And it looks not, it looks a little ugly, not very aesthetic to have a bunch of like random tools and things that I don't need over here, whenever what I need over here is things like, you know, my bray or my my roller, and then, you know, scissors and tape and just little things like that over here with my Cricut and my laminate machine. And then that also moves some of that stuff that's over here now from where I've been keeping my stickers, so that I have more room for more stickers, and just trying to get things more organized. So I don't have all that done just yet because I actually need to go to the Container Store again to get some of the, like, the actual hanger for the pegboard. I didn't get one last time, they didn't have it, so I need to get one of those to actually hang that pegboard up, and then I'll be able to finally get my desk cleared off from all of the mess of organizing. It's kind of funny where when you decide to organize, you then kind of have to disorganize to then reorganize again. So you end up in this stage where everything looks really messy for a while until you can finally get all of it put back together again. And I've been stuck in the disorganization phase of reorganizing everything. So I'll be happy whenever I can finally get out of that stage and have my office the way that I want it to be, or at least have it more on track to be the way I want it to be. Because there's still some things that I'll probably end up wanting done in the future for my Etsy shop, keeping everything organized, but you can't do it all at once sometimes, which sadly is the case right now. And I like keeping everything organized, and so it's just been it's been bothering me. But I'm almost there, and once that is done being organized, like I said, I'll have like a little Instagram or TikTok, or maybe I'll do both, showing like the before and after of what it used to look like and then what it looks like now. But just showed you that little almost sneak peek, I guess you could say, in this video, which will be coming out before that is done, I am sure. But let me go ahead. I'm just getting things pulled up on my computer so that we can go ahead and start doing this process. I need to turn everything on so that we can actually start printing things out. I wish I had almost like 2 rooms or something so that I could do things with you guys on camera and like talk to you, and then also be running my machines at the same time, because I don't like trying to talk to you guys while the machines are running, because they're so loud. I feel like that it would just be really bothersome in the video, which is one of the reasons why when I've been making videos, I've been kind of jumping between turning on my lights. It's probably gonna get really bright for you guys, but hopefully that's not too bad. But I've been like jumping between processes because I don't want you guys sitting with me while the machines are running and me trying to be talking to you guys while the machines are running. So I've just been going, okay, here's, what I'm printing out. I'll come back once it's done. Okay, now we've printed it out. Here's what it looks like. I'll come back once it's done with the next segment. And I know that's not entirely like what makes good content, I feel like, because that kind of will start getting repetitive, me just doing that over and over and over again. But my machines are right next to me, and I can't talk to you guys while the machines are going because I feel like they're too loud. But I like talking, as you guys might have been able to figure out in watching some of my other videos. So I'll just need to kind of keep playing around with how I do things, I think, and you guys can give feedback or give me ideas. And I mean, I could do like time lapses where I'm not talking and you guys just see what I'm doing while my machines are running, and then I cut back to like real time, you know, where once they're done, then I show you guys, okay, it's done now, and then I time lapse again what I'm doing while the next part is running. I don't know. I'll have to, like I said, figure that out, because I also know that my videos are a little bit long for some people, but I like long form content. And you know, this making stickers and stuff is still a long process. I mean, it's not like I have everything set up, so I'm not having to redo that every single time, but you still have to wait for the machines to run their course. And you know, when you're laminating, you still take your time in laminating and all that, so it is a little bit of a longer process. It's not instantaneous, so the videos end up, what is that? Oh. The videos end up being just a little bit longer than some other people's videos. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with the freebies. Like I told you guys, I only have one of each side. I actually have a left and a right leaf. I think I've told you guys that in a previous video. So I only have one of those, and I have at least 3 orders that I need to fill over the weekend. So I gotta print more of those out. So that's what I'm gonna start with. And then I'm going to move on to printing out my refill of my black dahlias, because these are very popular right now on my shop. So I'll continue on with the same format that I've been doing, where I'm going to click print on these leaf freebies, and then I will come back to you guys once they are done printing, and we'll move on from there. The leaves have finished printing, so I'm going to leave them there as normal to dry just for a little bit. I don't really think that I need to really show you guys up close how they look, because they're just the freebies and you guys have seen them before. But here they are, my little freebie leaf stickers. And I don't think that I need to do any of my other packaging kind of freebie stickers for now, because I had just done those not too long ago. And then I just did my business cards again, so I don't need to do any of those. And I still have a good amount of these little card stocks that I cut out to write the thank yous on. So those really are the only freebies that I need to replenish, which I will do as soon as they're done drying. Get them laminated, and then we will move on to cutting them out on the Cricut. So I will come back to you guys once we have cut them out, and we'll see how they do. It does look like my Cricut Makerspace updated, so I'm hoping that it cuts centered. It didn't have me do any sort of realignment or anything like that before printing. So I'm hoping that the update that it did is not anything that's going to mess up my print to cut that I use for my stickers. But I guess we'll see once I come back with the leaves cut out, and we will peel them off the grid and see how they do. Okay, so I ended up having to run the leaf freebies through the Cricut twice because it stopped halfway through cutting them out, and I was worried about how that was all going. I don't know if that's going to end up being in the video or not, depending on how long this video ends up being, but I already took them off the grid. They all ended up being fine. So now what I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to score the back of them, and since I don't think you guys are going to end up seeing me trying to deal with having to run them through twice, I figured I would let you guys at least score the backs of them with me, which is not super fun to watch, but I still wanted to bring you guys through the process with me. Hopefully you're not hearing the poor cat screaming. Let me close my door and see if you can't hear that as much. I hope you guys couldn't hear that. Anyway, she's in the bathroom, in kind of in a quarantine right now, so it's very very sad for her. She's got to stay in there for a couple days, but once those days are up, she'll be let out. So hopefully you guys didn't hear a cat crying in the background, but as I said, I'm going to go ahead and score the backs of these, and I'm gonna let you guys watch me do it, I guess. I did bring my chair over from that desk to over here, just so I can start getting in the habit of doing things over at this desk as well. And now what I normally do is I flip them all over so that they're all upside down. And then these ones, because they're leaves, they're a little difficult to do, but I like doing it down the middle long ways like that, so that's easier to peel, I feel like, than if I did it horizontal like this. I don't know if that really makes sense or not, but that's what I've been doing for them, because I feel like it's easier to peel. This one ended up having a little scratch or something, it looks like, but it's a freebie, so hopefully that's not too upsetting to somebody. And I did end up with these, I ended up using the new paper kind of on accident for making these stickers. But that's all right, because I was gonna use, I have two different paper types right now, and this one is the one I think I'm definitely going to use for my stickers that are purchasable. It's what I've been using. It sounds like the doorbell. Don't know who that would be though. That might be Amazon, so I'm gonna wait and see. But I wasn't going to be using this paper on my freebies and stuff because I have another paper that I've decided I'm probably not going to be using for my purchasable stickers. Okay, that's the doorbell again. So I guess I will be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was a mail mix-up with the neighbors, so they just came over to drop that off, which is very nice of them. I always like when we have good neighbors like that. But I don't even remember what I was saying now. Something about the sticker paper, I think. Oh yeah, I have two types of sticker paper. One I've decided I'm gonna be using for my purchasable stickers. And then since I have the other paper still, I was gonna be using that for the freebies. Because I mean, it's still good sticker paper. It's just not exactly what I was wanting for my purchasable stickers. So I was going to be using that for the freebies, and I just forgot to grab that one instead of the new one that I want to be using. So I ended up using my sticker paper that I like for my stickers on these freebies. But that's okay because the count in that box of sticker paper that I'm using for my stickers is a lot more than the sticker paper that I decided I would not be using for the Etsy stickers. So that's all right. I still have a lot of that one left because I just got it. So I have these are actually my right leaves because they have the highlights facing up this way, and then I have my left leaves, which would go this way because the highlight's facing up that way, which I know doesn't really make sense to have them specifically be a left and a right, but I thought it was kind of nice because it matches my business card more to have one face this way, one face that way. So when I put two in there, I make sure I put one of these and one of these at the same time. But as you can see now, we got a pretty decent amount of those printed, which is good because I need to fill those orders. So I got that done, and now we can move on to our Black Dahlia flowers now that we have that all out of the way. So let's go ahead and print those out and get started on making those into stickers. All right, as you guys can see, I already have done the Black Dahlias. I went ahead and printed them out. Nothing really of note happened in that process, so I figured I would go ahead and jump to peeling them off of the grid and seeing how they did. I am using a new grid, as you probably also can see. My other one was old. It just wasn't sticky anymore, and with putting it through twice on the Freebies, I didn't want to then try and use it on these just because it was not sticky, and it had already been cut up a bunch. So I don't know if I'm being a little too cautious with how many times I use my grids or not, but I felt like it was time to do a new one. And this one's the blue one, which is light grip, which I don't normally use light grip for my stickers, but this one had a really good stick to it, so I figured it was good enough to use at least once on these stickers. But I went ahead and peeled off that paper, and looking at it right off the bat, they look like they have done well. They look like they're fully centered, so I'm going to just go ahead and peel them off like this instead of using the little pick, because this is a light grip, so it's coming off pretty easy. And then while we are over here, let me go ahead and put the cover back on this grid. And then while we're over here, since I have moved stuff over to this desk, we can go ahead and also do our scoring on the back of them. And already now I like that I've gotten this stuff put over on this desk, because now this does make it a whole lot easier to do these stickers. This is a lot more efficient than doing it over at the other desk. So I do like that. But there we go. We have all of those already cut out, already picked off the grid, and already now scored on the back. Our new Black Dahlias. So I will have to update their page saying that there's more of them. They weren't fully out of stock yet, but they were just getting a little bit low, and since it seemed like a good amount of people were favoriting and also purchasing them recently, I figured restock them while they aren't fully sold out yet, so that there is more that people can buy and they can be looking at them, because I think once your listing on Etsy marks itself as sold out, then people can't see it and favorite it anymore. I'm not entirely sure. I believe that's how that works, so definitely wanted to not let that happen. And there's only, I believe, 3 or 4 of these left currently, so that's 6 new Black Dahlias I can add to that listing, which I will do. And I think that's going to be all that we do in this video, actually. So let me go ahead. I'll pick you guys up and I will bring you guys over with me while I put these over here. But that's kind of all I had planned for this video, was just doing a little bit of a restock on those freebies, which I have over here, and a little bit of a restock on those Black Dahlias. I did go ahead and write it on the whiteboard, and you might be able to see that I've been kind of putting down ideas for what I can be doing next. There's a lot of stickers that I already have designed that I just need to do layouts for. So I was trying to figure out which of the next things I should be doing that I think would be the most popular. And I think what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to do the bell morphs of things, which is the blue-eyed leucistics, which are the pure whites with blue eyes. If you guys don't know what those are, the bell morphs, or blue-eyed leucistics, also known as blue-eyed Lucies, they're very popular. I think those are going to be the next ones, like I said. But then I have some other things marked down as well that I was kind of deciding what I would do as new species, because this is just a morph, but the morph will be probably the next video, and then I will move on to new species of things. But we got these two done today, Freebies and Black Dahlias, so I went ahead and check marked those off on our list. The restocking freebies will always end up being re-added onto our list at some point, but for today we will mark that off, and we will go ahead and do our outro now. Alright, made it back home. This is going to be the end of the video, as I stated already. If you like this video, please feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment down below in the comments section of your thoughts or whatever it is you want to put down there. If you want to continue on this journey of owning an Etsy store and trying to get it all up and going, don't forget to subscribe, and if you hit the notification bell, you will get notified whenever I do upload the next video. It will probably be the Belle Blue-Eyed Lucy morphs next, so if you're looking forward to those, then I would of course recommend hitting the notification bell so that you do get notified when I upload that one. All of my links to everything will be down in the description down below. The link to my Instagram, TikTok, Etsy shop, and my business email will be down there. It's also all culminated in a LinkTree if you prefer getting links that way. All of that will be down in the description down below. So I believe that's everything that I say at the end of these. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, YouTube!